I know that I'm extremely late to this now, but honestly, I need to talk about Inside Out 2. This is the best film of the year. What they did with deeper storytelling on how they portrayed anxiety in here, it really resonated with me personally. I've got to say that this film is going to work for so many people, and I generally believe that's why it's made so much money at the box office. Word of mouth, getting people to see this film has been incredible. I think it's safe to talk about it now as it's been quite a while since it was released, but that one scene where anxiety takes full control of Riley, that was an amazing portrayal of how anxiety acts in real life. I'm not saying everyone's going to relate to this film, and that's fine, they don't have to. It's a very, very good film, even if you can't relate to the subject matters told in here. I think what they did with each of the emotions, kind of giving them new angles to play with, like anger, he wasn't angry the whole film. He's shown joy, he's shown sadness, so each of these emotions have emotions within them. Same with Joy. Joy got really angry at one point in the film. I wasn't expecting that. Like, going off the first film, they weren't really shown to have other emotions outside of the ones they portrayed, but it was a really, really nice little touch that the filmmakers gave these emotions. It made them more relatable in a human sort of level. Now, one of the biggest things I wasn't expecting was the fact that most of this film was actually based around hockey. I don't mind it, it was just like, I wasn't expecting the film to be all about hockey. The first one, sure, the hockey was like the interest of Riley, but it was just like pretty jarring for me to find out that, oh wait, this film is literally all about hockey. There was also some other surprises in here, like with Bluffy, I think his name was, like the purple thing, he was really funny. And just a lot of the characters, like the new ones brought in here, the video game character who Disgust had a crush on, which was kind of cute, but just like, they all serve their purpose really nicely. I was fully expecting to see Bing Bong in here though, to be honest. I'm not saying that he should have returned, I just thought that Pixar knew that he sold merchandise, so they'd bring him back in some way. It was kind of nice that they didn't do that, as it wouldn't really feel right after killing them off in the first film, but I'm quite surprised that Pixar didn't want to bring him back, to be honest. Now, we've sort of learned over time that if one of Pixar or Disney's films are very successful, they'd carry on making future installments in that franchise. For Inside Out 2 to make tons more money than any of the Toy Story films did, kind of gives us an indication that we're going to see more of these films. The thing is though, is these films lend themselves really well to sequels. It's not like they're going to feel forced or anything like that, because like we see each of these films at a different stage in Riley's life, so it's kind of nice. My only worry is if we carry on telling more stories within the Inside Out world, is how are we going to give each emotion time to shine in their own respective ways in each of these films? So if we're getting to Inside Out 10, for example, not that it's going to happen, but just hypothetically, then that's going to be like 40 new emotions. We're not really going to be able to feature all these emotions in each film, like just the workings of film in general. You're not going to get to include so many characters within one film. I'm interested to see how that's going to work, if they're going to stop bringing in new emotions or they're going to blend together the emotions that are already established, but we'll see what happens in the future with that. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that it's a rare time that Pixar sequels are actually better than the original films they're based on. I think Inside Out 2 really improved on a lot of things from the first film, and that's not to say that I didn't like the first film, because I really generally did. I just think that Inside Out 2 was even better. But yeah, no, I think Inside Out 2 is a masterpiece. I'd love to know what you think in the comment section below.